or?
No, it's spectacular. Every time I bought it, it's taken
So here we are in Kingston. It's the L2W rally, and there's a little bit of footage before this from last night's kind of initial get-together on Wolfe Island. And this is downtown Kingston. They've got a kind of a flea market, farmer's market going on across the street. And here is Morrison's restaurant. I'm told it's famous, maybe not world famous, but famous in Kingston. And it was promised to be a greasy spoon, and it is. And here's a small sampling of the scooters that have showed up here, including this one with Molly the dog. And you'll remember this particular Vespa from the Gentleman's Ride. There's footage of that in last year's Gentleman's Ride. So I invite you to check that out. I might put a link to it. And here's a very, very famous scooter. This is Serenity, and it's Stephanie Yu's GTS. She's got a new motor in it, but I think she's over, on the frame, she's over 70,000 miles. If you check out over here, you see, So we're going to go on a nice long ride, a couple of nice long rides. And as you can see, this is mostly a two-stroke vintage crew. And, you know, the trick is to ride way behind or ride in front of these two-stroke scooters, because otherwise it's like mowing a million lawns. She's really good-natured.
She is.
She is. That's why I'm married. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't. Yeah.
Follow them first. And otherwise, let's have a really good time. We're gonna have a beautiful day. Let's do it. Okay. So we're just gonna wait a couple more minutes in case some people show up.
All right. I've got it.
Peter Sanders said, not much, not a hog for celebrity.
Are you excited?
I got rid of my F700.
Oh.
You know what I did with that? Last 2 Thursdays ago, I had an app.
There's a car behind you.
Good buddy Manuel's going to give us a hand. Don't fret about that. It's not a drag race for this long ride, so don't feel like you have to kill your bike. It's hot out, so we're going to try and keep it simple. All right. So I'm riding, all of a sudden it goes, oh! It doesn't want to start.
Did your spark plug just come right out?
It kicked it sprayed out. I don't want that anymore.
But how does it do that with the threads? I mean,
Temperamental.
that's beyond temperamental.
That's usually when somebody that drives a Lambretta said, because it's so powerful. It just spit the spark plug right out.
We want to thank everybody for coming out this weekend. I think it looks like everybody had a great time. We'd like to thank a couple of people, Chris and Yolanda, for putting this thing together. I want to give a shout out to Dave for organizing everyone from Toronto. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start with my favorite award, the best shitbox. This was hand selected by members of the Shitbox Scooter Club. Actually, the person that has this bike rode it all the way out to Wapoos and back, and that is Paul with the 100 Black Sport.
Take a photo, turn around, take a photo.
Congratulations, your bike is shitty. Okay, the next award is my favorite award. It's the Rally Asshole. Usually this goes to somebody who crashes or has the police called on us or whatever. This year, nobody misbehaved that bad. So we decided to give it to the first person that broke down on the ride. And so the asshole goes to Derek Godfrey.
And the
second place goes to Chris Russo. Okay, so the People's Choice Award was hotly contested. It's a very, very close race. I will tell you that the runner-up in third was the matte black Lambretta from Fred. Second place was Warren and Molly sidecar rig. But way out in front, the People's Choice Award was JF's Troll. This is going to be farthest traveled on a vintage bike, but we want to recognize two people here tonight that are very serious scooters that ride an infinite amount of miles and do some really crazy trips, and they drove all the way from Boston. So we got you guys a little something. So Stephanie and Annika, come on up. These two here are some very serious scooterists, and they deserve some recognition. Come on, guys. Come on. All right, Hamilton wins. This is the award everyone's waiting for. Those of you that managed to make it out to Wolfe Island on Friday night, we did a timed run, and nobody has asked me about any of the awards more than this one. And the winner, who was closest to the time, now The time that I set, I was doing 120 kilometers an hour at one point. In your car? On my scooter. I stopped for a couple of minutes, I looked out at the water, I drove back. So if you win this, it's a total fluke. It's nothing to do with skill. So the person who came the closest and they were off by 40 seconds was Norm from Ottawa Valley. Thanks everybody for coming. We hope to see you again next year, and maybe again in your city too. We'll see you soon.
That's it for the L2W Moto Rally or Scooter Rally here in Kingston. It was a wonderful time. Hopefully my videos will do justice to it. And now it's time to head home. And in order to do that, I've got to secure my gear on my Vespa 300. And I'll show you how using wrap ties makes that really, really simple, very, very secure. And I promised you 3 methods. This is method number 3. So I'm going to take the mic off, and you'll see just how quickly those wrap ties work to secure the load. All right, here we go. And there you have it. One load very, very well secured and no loose ends. And so that's it. I'm on my way back to Toronto. See you there. That's it for another fun-filled episode of Life on Two Wheels. Come back to me soon. I'll have an interview that I recorded with Stephanie Yu at the L2W Rally. And don't forget to visit the blog where you'll find the touring guide, the gear guide, and so much more. See you next time on Life on Two Wheels.